The CCIE program is 1 year. Imagine getting your CCIE to pass your CCIE 1 year. It's a really effective program. We've had an excellent success rate. 59% success rate for the people that are taking the program on passing their CCIE. So that's really, really high. If you're familiar with taking CCIE exams, you know, people go 2, 3, 4 times. Some people even give up. They never get their CCIE after having prepared for years. We have a 59% success rate for CCIE. The program is divided into 3 phases. The first phase is self-paced. We know it's difficult to get time out of the office for most people, so we decided to do it self-paced. You go into Cisco U, you get the trainings that we have selected for this program, and you are not alone. That's the key here. You're not alone. You start the program in a cohort, so it's a class of between 10 and 20 people. So all of you will be doing the same program, and you can ask questions of each other. That's already an advantage. The second part is you will be getting progress reports from us all the time. We will tell you every week, this is how much you've done. This is how much you're behind. If you get behind a lot, we will give you the ring and we'll say, what's going on? What's happening? How can we help you? Are you stuck in a topic? Because if you get behind, then you're never going to catch up with the rest of the team. So we will make sure that we're using those reports to make sure everybody is aligned. And the most important piece of this first phase is the mentoring. You're going to have a CCIE certified person with you, talking to you with the team, right? The entire group is talking to the mentor every week for 1 hour, plus he puts time into chatting to you. There's a common group where everybody exchanges ideas. So the mentor will be there to asking questions anytime. And once a week, you get together and you see where you guys are, right? So mentor, progress reports, Cisco U, and your time, right? So that's phase 1. When you get into phase 2, we will put you into a very intensive bootcamp, which is dedicated for that CCIE track you're in, right? So if you're doing enterprise infrastructure, it will be a bootcamp for CCIE enterprise infrastructure. And it's usually very heavy. You have 2 weeks or 7 days, or depending on the track you're in. If you're in data center, maybe shorter, or maybe security is a bit longer. So it depends on which track you're in, is how long the bootcamp is throughout the program. You have the Cisco U Labs. You have CML license that we give you, plus some architectures already to deploy in CML, plus in the bootcamp, very, very heavy lab. It's mostly labs that you're doing all the time, because we know that the CCIE lab, it's a lab, so we need to get you trained for that. So when you get to the final phase, a few of the tracks, they have an additional simulated lab. Not all of them have it, so it depends on the track. So if you're in doubt for your track, come and ask us. I'll tell you what we have in that program, but there's for enterprise infrastructure, for example, you have a simulated lab. You go and you take an 8-hour exam that kind of looks and feels like the CCIE exam, so you know what to expect when you go and sit your exam. Included in the program is the price of the exam and a retake, right? So it's a specific for the program how it is done, that retake, but you get 2 tries at CCIE included in the price. So that's CCIE. How many of you are looking to become CCIE certified or to get another one? Because I see, so there's quite a few of you. I see some with a sticker of CCIE trying to look for another. Yeah, that's great. So if you're looking for that, come and talk to us. We'll tell you how you can enroll, when we have dates and all of that, right? Now, the second program I'm going to talk about is CCNP. CCNP, we're bringing it to Europe this week. So Cisco Live is our launch of the CCNP program in European markets. Now, for CCNP, it's 11 months. And you may ask me, why so long, right? Because CCNP, you can usually get done quicker, right? But the thing is, we didn't go, in this one, we took a different approach. We didn't want to just have certified people. We wanted to create actual professional level engineers. So here we took our time and we kind of set the base, a ground level, right? For everybody when they start, by including a fundamentals element in there, to make sure that all engineers start with the core and concentration on the right foot. So again, CCNP is divided into 3 phases. The first phase is Linux, Python, automation, and a foundational course before you get into Encore. And that's going to be your first 5 months. That's already something that you don't do usually when you go into a CCNP certification. So that's an extra, and that's what makes this program very special. Then in the second phase, you prepare for your core. And in the third phase, you prepare for your concentration. Throughout the program, you're taking trainings in Cisco U. You have the progress reports I mentioned before, and a mentor. Same thing as for CCIE, those components. Regarding labs, you're using the labs that you have in Cisco U, and both for core and for concentration, you have a mini bootcamp. It's 12 hours. It's actually a short one, but it gets you over the line right before you go to your exam. And included is also the exam and the retake for both core and concentration. So everything in the package, setting the foundation, doing the core exam, doing the concentration exam, and off you go as a true professional, right? So that's kind of it. I can mention one more program that we're going to be bringing out very soon into the market, which is for CCDE. So any of you have ever considered becoming a design expert? There we go. It's a lovely, lovely certification to have if you're pursuing architect level positions in a company. So it's actually been more and more valued over the years because more and more companies realize that the design, that architecture level is actually key to making the right decisions. So we are bringing in the CCDE program, which, because of the nature of the certification, which covers pretty much everything that Cisco has to offer, it's a bit longer. That one will be 16 months long, and I'll let Brad tell you a couple of words about it.
You've done amazing. I've got nothing else to say. That was my drop that I was going to bring in at the end if you didn't raise it. But I really think this is the CCDE that we're really excited about it because there's never been a map to actually get your CCDE. And I think we've created that and we're getting it sanctioned now by Cisco. So they're going to sign it off for us. Once that's signed off, we're going to bring it to the market. So this is just a heads up and awareness. All the CCIE tracks are available. Okay, so we actually only launched the first 4 originally, which was last year. And now the remaining 3 are now going to be available by April for first cohorts to start. So please do come and chat to us at the Contra Education stand, which is right down by the center stage. And come and chat to us for those of you who are really thinking this is a great opportunity to actually do your CCIE. The timing is great. You can use your learning credits as well. We've factored all of those components in. So hope to chat to you just now. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Brad. So any questions before we run away from you? Anybody?
Thank you.
No? How many of you are looking to become CCNP certified? I failed to ask that one. CCNP? Okay, great. How does 11 months sound for a program? 2 years. Sounds good? Good. Question?
You could use what's it up, but how many credits to use CCNP?
How many credits? So the cost. Yeah, the learning credits, right? So both programs can be paid with Cisco Learning Credits. So if your company has Cisco Learning Credits, or if you don't know if your company has Cisco Learning Credits, let us know. We can help you find out. For the CCIE program, it's 145 learning credits, and that includes everything. The access to Cisco U, the CML license, the retakes for the exams, absolutely everything is included in that price. For the CCNP, it's 85 credits. And just to give you an idea, right, this is really well priced because if you take the Encore training and the chosen concentration training, that's already 80 credits. So everything else that you're getting, plus the 2 vouchers, plus the 2 retakes, is kind of for free on top of the trainings that you're receiving, right? So it's actually both programs have been really, really reasonably priced. We work with Cisco to get something into the market that will really help people and give you as much as possible for as little cost as possible. Any other questions? Go ahead. The CCD program, so she's asking me, when is the CCD program going to be available? Brad mentioned that it's being signed off by Cisco because this is something that is registered in the Cisco catalog. This will become an official Cisco product, right? And that sign off and pricing needs to be finished, which I'm hoping it will be a month or 2, something like that.
Yeah, we're hoping to have our first cohort in CCDE in Africa start in April.
There you go. Anybody else? Go ahead.
Hi, sir. I'm trying to go for CCIE wireless, but there are not enough labs and practice materials. I have found the video, site-based learning videos. Yes, that's not enough.
Yeah.
What did I do?
What do you do? Okay. So we have included a certain amount of labs. We have this problem with the physical element of the labs, both for wireless and data center. it makes it more difficult. You're going to be a bit handicapped with those two unless you build your own lab at home. So some of this stuff is available in the simulated labs that we have, right? But not absolutely everything. So in some cases, we can give you a hand by lending you equipment in some cases or advising you where you can get some cheaper stuff to put at home. But it's mostly all virtual installations that we do in the lab. So this is kind of a bit of a gap there. So thank you for pointing it out. Anything that requires physical hardware there, we are not going to just send you a couple of new access points from Cisco, right, for you to build your lab, but we can help you design that and maybe procure a couple of things or borrow a couple of things.